I can't believe you fired Sal!
Of course I did, you conniving banshee! I can't have my food prepared by a 10-stone cockroach!
Ah! We're closed!
You better tell them that!
Who knows what horrible truths lurk behind the tinted windows of our neighbors' souls? Our intrepid heroes certainly don't. They're just relieved to find a safe harbor from the half-naked horde that has pursued them since their stirring defeat of the mad pharaoh Samulacra. But soon, you and the freelance police will be forced to throw open the creaking shutters and clumsily draw back the moldy curtains to reveal the awful secrets that lie beyond the Alley of the Dolls.
So, after I put Max's brain back in his body, we were suddenly beset by scads of brain-dead Samulacra.
I prefer Dogglegangers.
We thought all they wanted was that spooky toy box, but after they yanked it away, they turned their attention on us.
Actually, I think they were mostly interested in me.
No.
We ran for the DeSoto, but it had been surrounded by a gang of me's.
So naturally you came here.
Better to stock up on canned foods and ammo for the upcoming zombie Sam Armageddon.
I don't think they're zombies, Max.
Zombies, clones, robots, who cares? Just as long as I get the shakes!
Looks like it's time to boil the haggis.
Tell me you've got a way out of here, Sam.
It's amazing how animals always know to flee before a catastrophe.
Well, they fled all right. Right into Stinky's Good Friday gumbo.
Let's see if we can cheer up this terrifying attack with a random selection from Stinky's hot wax dispenser.
You are aware that there's no actual records, CDs, or wax cylinders in there, right?
Stinky!
Oh good, it's the Harbinger of Doom.
I'm sorry I broke your boyfriend.
Boyfriend? What boyfriend? I don't have a boyfriend.
You know, General Skunkade. You two seemed to be getting along pretty well before Max and I kicked him into the penal zone.
Skoonkape? He's not my boyfriend. I mean, just look at him.
I got a wacky idea. Why don't you help us fight off the Sams?
Your personality alone could probably take out a dozen of them in one blow.
For your information, I'm trying to text the authorities for some help.
Right. What do you think the deal is with all these dangerously handsome Samulacra?
Dogglegangers.
I'd guess clones.
Really?
Or maybe parallel universe commandos, or pastry golems, or maybe I don't really care since it's not really my job to figure this kind of thing out.
Any luck texting the authorities?
None yet, but I'll be sure to let you know if I make a breakthrough.
You do that. I see that you and Grandpa Stinky have reached the plate-throwing phase of your relationship.
Oh, that? That was nothing. Grandpa just fired my chef, without consulting me first. I was slightly annoyed.
Wouldn't be.
But you know what they say, there's nothing like being attacked by an army of portly abominations to give you a sense of perspective.
Do people really say that? Why did Grandpa fire Sal anyway?
That's a private matter between me and Grandpa, for the moment.
Well, I can see you're busy. I'll just get back to saving our lives.
Hey, good luck with that.
I've learned from bitter experience never to drink anything that comes from Stinky's taps, especially the bitters. Max,
No time for clue-laden banter now, Sam. If we're gonna get out of this alive, I've got no choice but to repeatedly blow your brains out with bullets!
Grandpa Stinky?
Do you mind? You're spoiling my aim.
We couldn't help but notice that girl Stinky started flinging plates at your head.
What did she think I was going to do when I discovered that she'd hired a giant cockroach to run my beautiful kitchen?
Well, your tolerance for cockroaches is...
As customers, not 6.5-foot tall monstrosities lumbering about my kitchen, dipping their mandibles in the mayonnaise and spreading their disease on my crudités.
Crudités? Where? And what are those?
Mark my words, ken or no ken, that woman's up to no good.
Need any help?
Nah, I've been dreaming about this day for years. How right in the moosh.
What do you think this unprecedented wave of me is all about?
Cheers! I haven't had this much fun in years!
I'll just get back to finding a way out of this mess.
Take your time, I'm having a ball.
Hey, Donkey Wong, want to pitch in and help us repel the hordes?
No. What happened to General Skunkapi?
Sam happened!
According to Max, I beat the bananas out of him in an alternate reality, which has left him a humiliated husk of a man, or ape.
Don't hurt me.
Of course, being chased by hundreds of half-dressed versions of the new alpha male in town can't be helping either. Hey, Skunk Ape, any chance of you moving out of the way so I can open that freezer?
No.
God, what a negative Nelly!
Individually wrapped balls of peanut butter?
I
I didn't even know diners could have malpractice attorneys. This probably isn't the best time to make some toast. But what the hey? Yikes! Guess I won't be making any toast for a while.
I remember when I was a toaster. Hey, good idea! Maybe we can turn this horrific siege into some sort of half-assed rhythm-based minigame.
We repeat, half-naked, portly dog-like creatures are running amok. Details at this time remain sketchy, but we have numerous reports that the Zoftig canines are breaking into people's houses and stealing their children's toys. Well, that'll put some kids in therapy, right, Chet?
No!
Whoa, ease off, big fella. I'm pretty upset about the Zaptic crack too, but that's no reason to go ape.
Smooth, Sam.
This infernal city stripped me of my power and my dignity, but I'll be a Polarian boots before I let them have the last of my toys!
Hey, the monkey's gonna do a card trick!
I don't think so, Max. Those look like the mind-reading cards we saw in that chilling vision of the future that never happened.
Oh, yeah! Gimme!
Give them to you? Hardly. With these cards, I will escape this gorilla-forsaken rock, blast it from orbit, and then move on to conquer the rest of the entire galaxy!
Toys, toys, toys.
No!
Wow, that was horrible. Maybe we should have done something.
Ah, he'll be okay. Now let's start reading some minds so we can get out of this mess.
Fudgy Freeze. The greatest combination of ice cream, fudge, and carob balls this side of the Mississippi. Must resist fudge. Nom, 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 nom.
Sam?
Sorry, Max. You know how I get whenever I get a Fudgy Freeze in my hand. Can you read my mind? Do you know all the things I'm thinking of?
When no one's looking, I'll ditch these losers through my secret tunnel.
Stinky has a secret tunnel? When did that happen?
Don't you remember, Max? The secret tunnel under that table over there.
Oh, yeah. Now, where's that button? Did you see the way that one fell? Hilarious!
Look, it's the button that opens the secret tunnel into the sewers.
Less talky, more pressy, Sam. I've just about run out of amusing ways to shoot you in the face.
Open hickory. Hey, Stinkies! What happened to your secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel?
I have no idea what you're talking about. When Wilfred and Brimley aren't looking, I'll escape through my backup tunnel.
A backup tunnel? Ingenious.
Really? I was gonna go with paranoid or maybe silly.
Come on, you flabby kids!
Stinky?
What?
Okay, Stinky, where's your backup secret tunnel?
What?
You heard me. The backup tunnel.
I don't know anything about a backup tunnel.
Well, I can see you're busy. I'll just get back to saving our lives.
Hey, good luck with that. I don't know how Blah Blah and Buzz Buzz found out about my backup tunnel, but they'll never figure out that setting the toaster to incinerate will open it.
Those cards have peeled open Stinky's mind like a snarky, lazy onion.
Back, ye infernal beastie!
I don't think I'll be using that toaster until I get rid of some of those Sams.
Couldn't you just give him a chew toy or something?
Very funny, Lint Brain. Ew, it's got peanut butter dog mouth. I hate it when I do that. I'm not usually this grabby. Must control fudge. Nom, 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 nom. I just can't resist those fudgy freezes. I think I've got enough peanut butter right now. Nom, 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 nom. I just can't resist those fudgy freezes. Rats. I hope you guys love these as much as I do.
What in the name of Betty Crocker's knickers have you been doing to my diner?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I've had just about all I can stand, you indolent waste of DNA!
Say, you two wouldn't mind holding the fort while we go check out Stinky's secret passage, would you?
Indolent? Who do you think keeps this diner afloat, old man?
Great, thanks. I sure hope the Stinkies are able to work out their issues.
Not me! Watching them argue is like dinner theater, only without the...
Sweet mother of Watson and Crick gallivanting with Rosalind Franklin on a spiral staircase. Max?
Yeah?
I think we found the source of the Samulacra.
Dogglegangers.
Whatever.
Clone complete.
What the heck is Girl Stinky doing down here? Toys, toys, toys. Toys, toys, toys. That's strange. There's probably a way to make this microphone work for us, but how?
Is that a coffee mug?
Yes, and unless my rarely utilized razor-sharp senses are wrong, it's full of herbal tea.
Ugh, what kind of laid-back monster sips soothing tea from faraway places while commanding armies of Sam clones?
I wonder what that glowing hand does.
You have what you want. Now give them the air.
Wow.
By my reckoning, this cavern is deeper than Sean Penn, but shallower than Bono. Whee!
Max, look. Bosco Tech Clone Pod. This clone pod was manufactured by Mama Bosco.
We probably should have guessed by the hot pants they're wearing. Mama sure does love a nicely turned Sam Gam.
If Mama Bosco's the one controlling these clones, she's got a lot of explaining to do. Cloning facility status.
Huh. You'd think a multi-bazillion-dollar facility like this could afford something a little snazzier than a chintzy scrolly sign.
Clone cooker DNA input receptacle.
Whoa! Yikes!
Looks like our mysterious clone master doesn't want anyone messing with their cloning recipe. Nice kitchenette.
You gotta love a mastermind who keeps the coffee flowing.
I wonder what's down this tunnel.
There's only 5 or 6 ways to find out.
Well, let's take the one that doesn't involve explosives or time travel.
Spoil sport.
Well, here we are, back in the Museum of Mostly Natural History. And look, Paperweight's office. Maybe he can tell us what's going on with all these Sams. It's locked.
Yeah, but at least there aren't a bicycle of eldritch tentacles guarding it anymore.
I don't think bicycle is the group word for tentacles, Max.
Just a minute! Wait, you fool! Oh, sorry. Oh, it's you.
We've got some questions.
Dr. Norrington and I could not give 3 rotten figs for your questions. We've got important work to do. Good day.
But
I said good day, sir.
Well, I never. It's a standard security panel, tricked out with hieroglyphics instead of numbers. I wonder what the key code is.
aha! Rats! I thought for sure it would spell out King Butt.
I think Monsieur Paperweight's key code is going to be a little more sophisticated than that, Max.
You mean more like Emperor Gluteus Maximus?
No, I mean more like something we'll never, ever guess. Ever.
Let's see. Foot, snake, squiggle squiggle, bird. Done!
We probably should have guessed that one. Still remember the code?
I'll have you know I've got a mind like a steel tramp.
Trap.
Really? Huh. A steel tramp would be a lot more fun in a bum fight.
Don't look at me!
Oh, come on. You're not that ugly.
You don't understand. Human minds aren't equipped to comprehend.
Hey, Sam, there's a guy in here!
I'm impressed. Most humans are driven incurably insane by the mere glimpse of my unspeakable visage.
Yeah, well, no offense, but we get more unspeakable visages in our convention swag.
So you're the mysterious Dr. Norrington?
I am known by many names. Among them, Yog-Sothoth, Elder Fiend of the Dark Dimension.
I'm so surprised.
Shocking, true, but not nearly as shocking as the horrific truths I suspect I must now reveal.
What do you have to say about all those creepy tentacles we found in the cloning chamber?
Tentacles?
Yeah, like the ones your boy Paperweight summoned in the museum last night.
Cthulhu's wattle!
Ooh, I'm using that.
Only one such as myself can summon the Cilia of Torment. Whoever's controlling your clones must be awash in the forces of the Dark Dimension.
Did you really just say awash?
The only thing that can properly vanquish matter from the Dark Dimension is the Chthonic Destroyer.
What's the Chthonic Destroyer?
Is it pointy?
The Chthonic Destroyer is the ultimate psychic toy. A weapon so terrible that it was once used to drive the Elder Gods themselves back to their home in the Dark Dimension.
Ah, look, that mole man is smiting an army.
Mind if we hold on to this?
Sam's got a thing for illuminated manuscripts.
If it will help you find the chthonic destroyer, yes, of course.
Thanks. I'll try to keep Max from drawing dirty pictures in the margins. Can the destroyer be used against those tentacles?
The destroyer is proof against anything from the Dark Dimension. Me, the tentacles, the toy box.
Sam, we gotta get one of these things.
You'll have to find the hidden giggling realm of skittering ingestion if you wish to find the destroyer.
Do you know anything about all these handsome brutes that are stealing toys throughout the city?
The clones are meaningless.
And chubby.
Hey!
But if they are truly stealing toys, then their master may be attempting to gather a complete collection of the toys of power.
Collect all 1024. Impress your friends.
And destroy the entirety of existence as we know it. You've already borne witness to the damage that can be wrought when the Devil's Toy Box is mostly full. If the box is completely engorged, its power will tear down the walls of reality itself.
So, aside from tearing apart reality, anything else you think we should know about the Plague of Me?
Only that they should seriously consider a gym membership.
Hold the phone. You're Yog-Sothoth, the world-shattering elder god?
You look like something my non-existent cat coughed up.
Curb your tongue, rabbit.
No, Paperweight, the Naked One is right. This debased form is a pathetic shadow of my former glory. Long before the dawn of man, my kind was sovereign over this dimension and countless others. We welcome the development of sentient life, drinking deeply from your bottomless wellsprings of terror, and also your succulent hairy flesh.
Ew.
For untold eons, we lapped at the perpetual buffet of your horror and worship, until powerful forces rallied to drive us back to the Dark Dimension.
Forces?
Primitive hybrids somehow impervious to our powers. You know them as mole men.
Get out of here.
Yes, that's exactly what they ordered us to do.
You know, it's a lot harder to take you prehistoric elder gods seriously, now that I know you were banished by a bunch of mole men.
Scoff if you must, but the mole people were much more powerful before they were genetically marginalized by the cruel twists of evolution.
Just like Uncle Billy.
So, should I call you Yog-Sothoth or Norrington?
Call me Dr. Norrington. When uttered by your mortal tongues, my true name sounds disturbingly like our term for number 2.
You should hear him say nuclear.
I didn't see Sal out there.
Ah, yes, poor Sal. He resigned after the incident with General Skunkapi's men.
Any idea where he is now?
I'm sure he left a forwarding number in his resignation letter, but I'm afraid I've lost track of it. I have a lot on my table right now.
You sure you don't know where Sal is?
No, but you're welcome to have a look around.
So how did gigantic behemoth of an elder god like you get stuck in panty waist anyway?
Hey, Pierre, wait!
Silence! Several decades ago, Monsieur Paperweight foolishly attempted to summon me to this plane of existence.
Yeah, we, may have heard something about that.
Paperweight's infantile conjurings were doomed to failure, but the uncanny power of your grandsire's brain somehow managed to extrude an infinitesimally tiny fraction of my essence into this dimension. It became fused with Paperweight's unsettlingly hairless and ladylike torso.
We've spent the better part of a century trying to retrieve the toy box and send the great Yog-Sothoth home.
And we would have succeeded last night if you hadn't lost your temper over that slobbering space ape.
Sorry about that. You and Paperweight seem to know a lot about that Devil's Toy Box that everybody keeps stealing.
The Devil's Toy Box. Ha! You should be so lucky.
What are you talking about?
The toy box is of a power far greater than that of your primitive gods and devils. It is the property of my grandson, Junior.
Junior?
Yes, Junior, the youngest and most horrible of the Elder Gods. His birthing wail shattered the supercontinent of Pangaea. His first steps sunk the proto-civilizations of Subarctica.
Junior?
In an effort to stop my rampaging grandchild from destroying the Omniverse, I brought many of my precious childhood keepsakes over from the Dark Dimension to keep Junior distracted and entertained, as well as a box to contain their frightening power.
Junior?
Unfortunately, when the Elder Gods were banished to the Dark Dimension, Junior's toy box was lost during the move, and in the millennia since, he just will not stop whining about it.
Junior?
It's a lot scarier if you've got the requisite complement of larynxes to pronounce it correctly.
So why have the 1.5 of you been trying to get your hands on the toy box all these years?
To destroy it!
But why? It's got all those cool toys that make my brain tingle and my ears all fuzzy.
The toys of power were never meant for mortal hands. For the sake of all that exists, they must be returned to the toy box and annihilated.
You're not gonna take my toys, are you?
Not yet. Your chaotic mastery of the toys of power may yet prove useful in defeating the master of these blasphemous portly canines.
Stay put. We'll probably have more questions later.
Your kind always does.
Whee!
Hey, Yagi, what's this map all about anyway?
Paperweight and I have been attempting to locate spots where the membranes between our worlds are the weakest, so that I can be sent home with as little fuss as possible.
That's awfully polite for an elder god who savors the taste of human misery.
Age has mellowed me.
Say, Papercut, mind if we take a closer look at your journal?
I promise to laugh at your bad poetry and schoolboy crushes.
No!
I'm afraid I must concur with my host. Paperweight's journal contains all the spells we'll eventually need to destroy the toy box and send me home.
Can we borrow this?
You most certainly may not. It is so fragile that the slightest breeze destroy it.
But
The scroll is meaningless.
Paperweight must have used this antique privacy screen to help protect his horrible squiddy secret all these years.
We also used it to perform psyche-destroying shadow puppet shows for the kiddies.
Cats. I hate those guys. Ah, cripes. A bunch of Sam clones are ghostwriting the DeSoto out in the parking lot.
When were they cloned? 2005?
Apparently, Paperweight's never heard of the Dewey Decimal System.
Or dust rags?
Aside from the troubling tentacle face, old Yagi cut quite the figure back in the day.
Although the Egyptians possessed a limited ability to imagine my true form, they were spot on in their rendering of my six-pack abs and rippling pecs.
A trash can.
My psychic clue sense is tingling.
You know I can't stand looking at you when you dig through garbage.
No time to indulge your delicate sensibilities, Sam. Look!
What is it?
Hey, I just find the clues. And besides, I seem to have temporarily lost my ability to read.
A disturbing side effect of your psychic abilities?
Nah, I just can't be bothered.
It's a letter from our old pal Sal, resigning from his job at the museum.
Should a 6-foot-tall cockroach really be putting himself out on the job market in this economy?
Maybe we should ask him. He left a forwarding number.
Sweet!
It's a page from an illuminated manuscript detailing an incident with something called the Destroyer. And lo, did Brother Acidophilus return in a flash of light from the giggling realm of skittering ingestion, armed with the chthonic Destroyer. Though giggling and plagued with visions of skittering insects, noble Acidophilus smote the beasties from the dark dimension with the Destroyer. His enemies laid low. Acidophilus returned the Destroyer to the gibbering realm and resumed his peaceful life of molitude. Years later, he was eaten by a crazed beast.
Teleportation.
Well, there's Sal.
And a bunch of Dogglegangers.
Let those Sams show more respect for our car than we do.
Well, that was awfully convenient. Sam?
Hey, look, Max. It's our old friend Charlie Hotep.
Ah, get it away! Get it away!
Come on, Max. He'll give you cool ventriloquism powers, just like your great-grandpa Maximus had in olden times.
Fine, I'll do it for the powers. But for the record, I want to make it clear that I find Charlie Hotep, like all ventriloquist dummies, completely creepy and disgusting.
So are you, but you don't see me getting skittish about it.
Hey, Dogglegangers! It's me, Max! I'm in this warehouse with all sorts of juicy psychic toys.
Toys. Toys. Toys. Toys? Corpulent dogmen swarm city.
Corpulent? The nerve!
I know.
Doughy would have allowed them to use a larger typeface and been alliterative to boot.
We better not go out there. The city's crawling with clones.
More like jiggling and waddling.
Looks like my clones have already picked this pile of junk clean. Sal!
Sam and Max, what brings you guys down to the warehouse district?
All the usual. Mystery, intrigue.
The roar of the grease paint. The smell of the crowd.
What's in those crates?
Beats me. As long as there's nothing in these babies that keep me from stacking them, I could give a June bug's behind about what's in them, you know?
So you gave up your cushy job at the museum for this?
You bet. That museum gig was getting dangerous. What with all the fires, the slimy tentacles, and the gorilla pummelings. I'm just not cut out for a life of excitement like that.
What exactly are you doing out here anyway?
I've got a great job stacking crates. Doesn't pay much, but it's way less violent. At least it was until those guys came along.
How are you coping with all these Sam clones?
Is that what they are? I thought they might be some of your skinnier, less inhibited cousins from over in the village.
So my clones haven't been hassling you?
A little, but I don't seem to have whatever it is they're looking for.
Stack on, good buddy.
You know it, Sam.
I really like Sal, Sam. It'd be a shame if he got sucked into the undertow of the mayhem and destruction that follows us around like an awestruck teenager.
What the hell are you talking about, Max? We'd better keep our distance. Happiness is a warm gun.
My gun is always warm. And a little bit moist.
No, that'd be a waste of bullets. Hey, it's our noisy old friend Bluster Blaster.
More like a barely tolerated acquaintance.
You look like chum, old chum.
Sam! Max! What are you doing in Vegas?
Oh, boy.
What happened to you?
Yeah, we thought you were in Vegas helping Bosco count cards and pick up showgirls.
Maximum failure!
Why?
Counting cards out loud!
Yeah, the dealers tend to notice things like that.
Do you think you'll rejoin the cops now that your Vegas adventure is over?
That portion of my life is terminated!
Do you know what happened to Bosco?
Bosco stayed
at the casino!
Cleaning tables?
Male stripper!
Ew.
Interesting.
Left letter to give to Mama!
Dear Mama, guess what? I met a girl. So it looks like I'll be staying in Vegas a little bit longer than originally planned. Please take care of the store while I'm away. Love, Bosco.
P.S. Could you wire me about $20,000?
Worst Bosco impression ever!
Mind if we deliver this to Mama Bosco?
Take it! I never want anything to do with Bosco ever again!
Need any help?
No thank you! I'll just sit here until my shields regenerate!
Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about all these Sam clones running around, would you?
Those are real?
Yeah?
Holy Mother of God!
I think that's a no.
See ya, Bluster.
I am become death!
It's Bosco's letter to Mama Bosco.
Ew, he got Bosco spit all over the envelope.
Bosco always was a bit of a drooler.
Teleportation.
Talk!
Grandfather, will you please tell this booze-soaked gumshoe to get out of our diner?
Just answer the man's questions so I can get on with my pathetic excuse for a life.
Hey, Flint, what's shaking?
Hiya, boys! Just putting the finishing touches on this whole girl Stinky caper.
Really?
Well, no. But Grandpa Stinky's gonna stop paying me if I don't wrap this case up tonight, so I'm kind of winging it here.
I've had you on retainer for months, and you didn't even know she'd installed nae one, but 2 secret tunnels under my diner!
Mind if we kibitz in your interrogation?
Be my guest, boys. I'm hitting a brick wall with Miss Motormouth here. See? Now, where were we? Oh, yeah! Who's this Mr. S mug? And what are the 2 of you planning to do to Grandpa Stinky?
Stinky's words dug into my heart like a hot shovel through a tub of warm butter, sprinkled with bacon bits and...
Stinky didn't say anything, Sam.
See what I'm working with here?
Maybe she doesn't know how these hard-boiled interrogations are supposed to work.
I think you're right, Max. Let's show her how it's done. I'll be Flint, and you be Stinky.
Fine, but if I get typecast, you're getting a nasty call from my agent.
All right, sister. What's the deal with all your secret tunnels?
Secret tunnels? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Stinky was lying. What else could she do? We all have our own secret cloning facilities at the end of our secret tunnels. The ones we don't want anyone to know about.
Cloning facility? What are you talking about?
No, that's his line.
Come on, Stinky. Don't pretend you don't know anything about the massive Sam cooking machines we found at the end of your secret tunnel.
Get out of my way!
Not so fast, dollface. You're not going anywhere until you answer some questions.
Fine, fire away. Anything to get me out of this madhouse.
Okay then, from the top. Who's this Mr. S mug? And what are the 2 of you planning to do to Grandpa Stinky?
Mr. S is Sam. We were planning Grandpa Stinky's surprise birthday party.
What the what now?
You heard me. Mr. S is Sam. The 2 of us were planning Grandpa Stinky's surprise birthday party.
You lousy liar! My birthday isn't for another 5 months.
That's why it was going to be such a surprise.
Is this true, Sam?
It sure is. She'd already ordered your favorite cake.
I did. Oh, I mean, that's right, I did.
A cake, eh? Well, I'll tell you what. If you and Sam can cough up my favourite cake, I'll send Mr. Paper home. Until then, you're not going anywhere, granddaughter.
I can't believe you and Stinky were planning a party and you didn't ask me to help. I love licking envelopes and cooking up embarrassing party games.
Don't be a dolt, Max. This whole party thing is just another brick in Stinky's mountain of lies. But if we cover for her, maybe Flint will let her go, and she can lead us to her mysterious Mr. S and the mastermind behind these rakishly handsome Sam clones.
Sounds convoluted and absurd. I like it.
All we have to do now is find Grandpa Stinky's favorite cake.
Whee!
A party? A likely story. Still, it'd be nice to get a slice of upside-down Uzbekian blood cake surprise.
I can't believe I need Flomo and the Bean to get me out of here.
And I can't believe that Stinky keeps coming up with insulting nicknames for us in her head.
I can't believe I need Flomo and the Bean to get me out of here.
The Dame was a symphony of ice and sarcasm, and I was the out-of-tune sax player trying to horn in on her action. The rabbit listened to the music and wondered if he tuned into the wrong station.
Wow, Flint even thinks in barely applicable metaphors.
Shaka. His mind blown.
Boy, I could sure go for a fudgy freeze right about now. Even though they're on a toy-stealing mission that'll no doubt bring about the end of the world, it makes me proud to see my clones going about their labor so diligently.
Sam?
Whoops.
Hey, you. Anyone interested in my psychic toys?
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 Toys!
Stay away from me, you goofballs.
Attention, dog clones! Luster Blaster has many toys of power deep within his encasement, and you cannot have them!
Toys?
Hey, stop that tickle! Oh, fine, whatever!
Wee-hee-hoo!
Hey, Sal.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Sal, you're a pretty mean chef, right?
I know my way around a lemon zester, yeah. What about it?
We really need someone to bake a birthday cake, pronto.
Sure, I could probably take a break and whip one up. What kind of cake you guys looking for?
An Uzbekian upside-down blood cake surprise?
Ooh, that's gonna be a tall order, Sam.
Don't you know how to make it?
Oh, I know how to make it all right. Any confectioner worth his icing sack knows how to make that bad boy. It's just that the ingredients are really hard to come by.
Don't worry about that! Sam and I live to hunt down obscure ingredients or similarly named alternatives.
It's not just the ingredients, though. It literally takes a month to bake an Uzbekian upside-down blood cake surprise. If you want it tonight, you're just SOL. Sorry.
Well, can you at least tell us what it looks like in case we run into it in a dark alley someplace?
I can do better than that. I'll draw you a picture. Voila!
Impressive!
I minored in chalk drawing at the Bilderberg Academy for the Culinary and Visual Arts.
Stack on, good buddy.
You know it, Sam.
One out, zero out! One out, zero out!
Keep your distance, Max. We don't want those toy-sniffing Samulacrans coming after us.
Toys, toys, toys.
Ow!
These handsome devils are all sharing the same mind. Amazing.
Amazing for you, but my nasal passages are about to be visited by Uncle Flo.
Doobie-doobie-doo, stacking some crates up, doobie-doobie-doo.
He really is a simple guy, isn't he? Is this your card?
Who the hell are you talking to, Max?
Beats me. Must be one of those freaky psychic power moments. Ooh, this'll be as easy as taking cake from a baby.
I think that's candy.
Teleportation. Rhinoplasty.
Happy birthday, Grandpa Stinky!
Is that?
One upside-down Uzbekian blood cake surprise.
The blood looks right, but let's see if it's got the surprise. An Uzbekian flensing knife! The secret ingredient the Mongols used in all their cakes!
Now do you believe me?
Tasty cake. This beautiful knife. You two really were planning a birthday party, weren't you? Ooh, I've got to go try this puppy out on some doggies. All right, you furry trespassers. Make way for Daddy.
There's only one thing I don't understand. Why does Sam call you my queen in his letter?
Oh, because Sam and I have been carrying on a torrid love affair for years. Is that right, hon? Meet me at the place. No, the other place.
I don't know what kind of game you're playing here, Sam, but now that I've seen you and Stinky smooching, all I really want to do is climb into a bottle and wipe out a few brain cells.
You know, Sam, that whole stinky kissing thing kind of made me wish for the sweet release of death, too.
I know, little buddy, but it'll be worth it if we can track Stinky to the real Mr. S who's controlling all these Sam clones. Do you still remember Stinky's cell phone number?
Do I? It spells out my second favorite bodily excretion.
Teleportation.
Ah, there you are, Mr. S.
Stinky, my queen.
I would have gotten here sooner, but the old fool and his Seamus wouldn't let me leave. We've got to get rid of them once and for all.
Do we have to? Killing seems so deadly.
Trust me, sweetie. It's the only way to get everything we want.
Oh, baby.
Okay, that's quite enough of that.
It's Droopy and Stitch.
Sam and Max.
What are you doing down here?
We were about to ask you the same question.
We were? I was gonna ask about biological compatibility issues.
All right, fine. There's no point in denying it any longer. This is where Sal and I meet to revel in our forbidden love.
Yeah, the forbidden love thing. Not where we meet to discuss getting rid of our evil Grandpa Stinky. Ah!
Right, just the forbidden love.
Really? Then how do you explain that?
Whoa.
Where'd those come from? Yes, Master.
Sam, what just happened?
Well, on the upside, it looks like neither Stinky nor her chitinous boyfriend are the master of these Samalites. On the downside, it appears that our icky and potentially murderous loverbirds are under the psychic thrall of our mysterious fiend.
Man, I wouldn't want to be the master when Stinky snaps out of it. She straight up hates thralls.
Cloning facility status. Stinky?
There is no stinky worm, only the unknowable will of the Master.
Yeah, can't say I'm loving the new attitude, Stinky.
Then again, we really didn't love the old attitude either.
Mind reading.
Trying to read my slave's mind? How rude.
Ow!
Check it out, Max. Cart tracks.
Maybe there's gold at the end of this tunnel. Or rare deposits of Cantgetium.
You're a strange little imp, Max.
Are we there yet? We've been walking for nearly a decameter.
I love your wacky made-up units of measurement, Max. Wait a minute. There's a light up ahead.
Bosco Tech?
Shh. Something weird is going on.
Weird by our standards or everyone else's?
Mr. Molman, please concentrate. Without your assistance, we'll never be able to contact Dr. Mama Bosco.
No, we won't. You don't know what you're doing.
I wonder if we'll ever find out what Mama Bosco's dimensional destabilizer does.
It's a device used to coerce a transient resonant integration pattern of the subquantum harmonic vibrational frequencies between this and adjoining dimensional membranes.
I wonder if we'll ever find out what this dimensional destabilizer does.
I hope it makes pie!
Wow, they're right. The camera really does add 10 pounds.
So those clones have, what, 5 or 6 cameras on them?
Harry, you're alive.
Don't sound so disappointed.
Aw, don't be that way, Harry.
You cheated me out of millions of dollars and trapped me in a killer sauna. How should I be?
Sadder but wiser?
What do you know about these scary
But dashing.
toy-stealing Sams?
Nothing.
You sure you want to stick with that answer?
Yeah, isn't that your tunnel that connects directly to the big old cloning facility?
That old thing? I haven't been down there in months. After Mama Bosco started using it to store crate loads of high-tech equipment, it kind of lost its rustic charm.
Think he's telling the truth?
Probably. Harry doesn't have the brains, brawn, or all-around competence to pull off a scheme like this.
You know, I am standing right here.
What sorts of high-tech equipment was Mama Bosco storing in your hole?
How should I know? She never tells me anything.
How'd you get out of Skunk Ape's ship?
I'm glad you asked. My incredible adventure began when I discovered a small crack in the back of my
On
cell.
second thought, never mind.
What happened to Mama Bosco?
I don't know. When I returned to the lab after my harrowing adventures on Skunkapi's ship, she was acting strange.
Strange?
Yes. She was distracted and wafted about the facility with an agitated nervousness that one would normally associate with a guilty conscience.
You got all that from the way she was wafting?
Well, that, and she gasped, "Oh no, it's all my fault," before she floated out of the building. No one's seen her since.
So you don't know where Mama Bosco is?
Not a clue. That's why we're trying to hold a seance, to compel her to return.
What's with the seance?
Super Dense over there wants to summon Dr. Bosco back to the lab for questioning, but he doesn't know what he's doing.
How so?
It's so obvious that he can't make contact with the spirit realms. I mean, he can't even get in touch with my recently deceased relatives.
Why don't you tell us about those recently departed relatives?
Sorry, Sam, the memories too fresh.
Fair enough. Hang in there, Harry.
Do I have a choice?
Super Ball.
Mr. President, you're alive. I'm overjoyed.
I can tell.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, why aren't you back at the White House keeping that backstabbing Secretary of Health and Human Services away from my Cuban cigars?
I'm here to investigate the rampaging Sam clones and their possible connection to the so-called Devil's Toy Box, sirs.
What a coinkydink! So are we!
Yes, sirs. Quite the coinkydink.
Hey, if you're here and I'm here, who's running the country right now?
I've taken the liberty of installing an amusing bobblehead figurine in the Oval Office. No one seems to have noticed.
A seance? That's not exactly in your bailiwick now, is it?
Okay, I'm just gonna stand right over here until I can shake off the memory of you saying bailiwick.
You are sadly correct, sir. As a medium, I'm more of an extra small. But it's desperately important that we make contact with the missing Dr. Mama Bosco.
Why?
I would think it's obvious, sir. The Sam clones. Her hands are all over them.
Ew.
Figuratively, sir.
Oh, that's better. Are you going to take another shot at summoning Dr. Mama Bosco?
Actually, sirs, I was thinking of leaving it to someone who specializes in weirdness.
Larry King is here?
I think he was talking about us.
Oh.
What happened to Mama Bosco?
I'm not certain, sirs. I came here to investigate reports of illegal cloning activity, only to find Dr. Mama Bosco missing. I'm conducting a seance to bring her in for questioning.
Do you know anything about these Samulacra?
Dogglegangers.
According to the authorities, they're fanning out across the city in search of the remaining toys of power.
Remaining?
Yes, sirs. In the aftermath of the Salmon Mock incident, our crypto scientists estimate that there are only a few hundred TOPs extant, and they're scattered throughout the city.
What will happen once the Sam clones gather all the toys?
Nobody knows. A few experts believe that the person who created the clones will use the fully empowered Devil's Toy Box to psychically bring about a golden age of unity and harmony.
That'd be an unexpected twist.
But most of them concur that we'll likely be facing some sort of universal Armageddon scenario in which a horrific beast of unimaginable power reigns over the earth, and the living envy the dead.
Stay loose, Superball.
I always do, sirs.
Gyroscopic inhibitor. I wonder if we'll ever find out what Mama Bosco's dimensional destabilizer does.
Oh, this is rich. You think that you have the spiritual chops to summon Mama Bosco?
Hey, Sam's got more spiritualism in his pinky than the love child of the Dalai Lama and Mother Teresa.
Actually, I don't think I have a pinky finger, Max.
Let's begin, sirs.
Ghoulies and imps from a Black Sabbath song.
Give us a signal by banging that gong.
Stupid Superball can't even contact Uncle Morty, and he's only been dead for a week.
Whoa, tough room. Let's try another one. Harry Moleman!
What?
The spirits wish to speak to you.
Oh, do they? And who, pray tell, wants to talk to me?
Your Uncle Morty!
Uncle Morty? Is it you? Talk to me, Uncle Morty. Talk to me.
Yes, your Uncle Morty. He has something important to say. Mortimer Moleman, your nephew is waiting.
He needs a friend now since he's no good at dating. Harry!
Uncle Morty?
Yes, it's your Uncle Morty!
You sound weird.
I've got a cold!
In heaven?
Who said I was in heaven?
If it's really you, then tell me the secret you kept from me all these years.
Let me think about it.
Mortimer Moleman, your nephew is waiting.
He needs a friend now.
Come on, Morty, come on. Tell me where you hid your stamp collection.
Mortimer, come out and play.
Psychic ventriloquism.
Harry!
Uncle Morty?
My stamp collection is hidden.
Yes?
In the attic.
Yes?
Of the Statue of Liberty!
I knew it! It's a miracle! Thank you, Uncle Morty! Thank you, Max!
It appears that Mr. Moleman's leap of faith has allowed the POTUS to make contact with our target, sirs.
Thanks for the rescue, boys.
Mama Bosco, what happened to you?
I don't know. I was looking into all these rampaging Sam clones when all of a sudden my spirit started pinballing through all sorts of nightmarish heck dimensions. If your seance hadn't anchored me to this plane of existence, I might never have found my way home.
Oh dear. It seems that the boundaries between realities are decaying. I'd best alert my superiors.
Hey, I thought I was your superior.
Of course you are, sir.
And I need to tell my girlfriend in Winnipeg.
Way to clear a room, Mama B.
Good. Now maybe we can get to the bottom of this mess.
Hey, Dr. Mama Bosco, can we ask you a few questions?
Can it wait? I'm very busy trying to figure out where all these Sams came from.
It'll only take a minute.
Fine.
I'm sure Bosco will be okay.
Yeah, a Las Vegas wedding will be just the thing to center his restless spirit.
I wish that were true, but I just know this'll all end in tears.
And lawsuits.
And shirtless raids by the police.
Max and I were taking a closer look at those underground cloning tanks.
Yes?
And they've got Bosco Tech written all over them.
That's horrible. Someone must have snuck into my lab and stolen all my cloning equipment.
What are you doing?
Same as you two. I'm trying to find out who's behind all these clones.
Got any ideas on how to stop the clones?
No. Not really.
Who do you think broke into your lab to steal all your cloning equipment?
Well, whoever wanted an army of Sam clones, obviously.
Well, duh, Sam.
Hey, Dr. Mama, we got some mail from Baby Bosco.
Really? Hold it up for me so I can read it. $20,000? Roscoe Bosco, what sort of hustle have you gotten yourself into?
Would you look at that? That's something. I'm not opening that. The last time we rifled through Mama Bosco's closet of spooky ghost clothes, Max got ectoplasm all over himself. Grandpa Stinky was wrong. It won't be time to boil the haggis for another 3.5 hours. That doesn't even make the top 20 list of creepy things we've seen in the last 2 days. Hey Max, look. Mama Bosco changed her number.
In the last 24 hours? Huh, being dead must be making her paranoid.
If anyone ever finds out I was hired to build those clone tanks, I'm done for.
Mama B?
Yes?
Give it up, Mama Bosco. We know someone paid you to build those cloning tanks.
Who was it? Stinky? Paperweight? Professor Plum?
I don't know. All I know is, a few months ago, an anonymous donor wired me $1 bajillion in exchange for a few hundred of my experimental cloning tanks. I knew it was shady, but times are tough for a single dead mother with a money-hemorrhaging research lab. So I took the gig and looked the other way.
Another victory for unregulated capitalism.
Now that we've established that the clones came out of your machines, is there any way we can shut them down?
Well, there should be a biometric override built into all of my clone control centers. But...
Oh, I hate the sound of your butts.
But my handprint is the only one that can activate the override.
But without a body, you don't have handprints.
Or the right to vote.
This anonymous donor, anything you can tell us about him?
Turn-offs, turn-ons, the last 4 digits of his social security number?
We only spoke over the phone. He had a creepy, high-pitched voice.
Sam, you don't think it could be the soda?
Don't even think it, little buddy. Anything else you can remember about the mastermind who bought all those clone tanks?
Aside from the squeaky voice, no. Oh, and he paid me in cash. Really old cash.
About that override. If we could clone a body for you, could you activate the biometric control?
That's...
bug-loving insane?
Absolutely brilliant. Of course, it'll have to be a perfect clone with 100% of my DNA.
No problem. Got any lying around?
Only this. As far as I know, this is the only remaining sample of my DNA in the world. And even this is only 99% complete. You'll either have to find some more or get some DNA from one of my family members so I can do a splice job.
No problem. Consider yourself cloned. So all we have to do is plunk your DNA sample into your clone cooker, and bingo bango, brand new Dr. Mama Bosco body, right?
No. First, you have to find some more Bosco DNA to fill in the gaps in the sample.
Say, would some of your son's DNA work to fill in the gaps in your DNA sample?
Sure. Good luck finding any, though.
Say, would some of your son's DNA work to fill in the gaps in your DNA sample?
Sure. Good luck finding any, though.
Hey, Dr. Mama, could this dimensional destabilizer be used to, say, visit a spooky suburb of the Dark Dimension to get a horrifyingly powerful weapon?
I suppose. Want to give it a whirl?
Sure.
Now, I haven't had a chance to calibrate the navigational controls, so you'll have to figure them out for yourself.
Don't we always?
Let's see. Flash a light, blah, blah, blah. Giggling realm of skittering ingestion. Giggling and beset by visions of insects. Destroyer defeats things from the Dark Dimension. Later eaten by a beast. Wish me luck, Max. I'm off to explore the nether realms.
You should probably rephrase that. Ooh, science-y. Ow! Turn down the volume! Sam? Badgers?
Whoa! Holy wheezing bellows of Krakatoa! What a ride!
You okay?
Yeah, but only because I've sealed away most of what I saw into a deep corner of my subconscious.
Just like that time you caught me singing in the shower.
Let's see. Flash a light, blah, blah, blah. Giggling realm of skittering ingestion. Giggling and beset by visions of insects. Destroyer defeats things from the Dark Dimension. Later eaten by a beast. Let's try this again.
Badgers?
Whoa! And I'm back. If we ever want to find that chthonic destroyer in the illuminated manuscript, we'd better start figuring out what these dials do.
Ow! Turn down the volume! Badgers?
Whoa! If I'm going to keep doing this, we should look into some sort of frequent flyer discount. Okay, that one was just plain weird.
Hey, you!
Whoa!
Sam? Beset by any visions of insects and or arachnids?
Badgers? Whoa.
Sam? Ah, great. Sam's been driven insane by an unspeakable horror. Now I've got a Craigslist for a new partner.
No, little buddy, really, I'm fine. I just got that medium extra small joke from earlier. Boy, that Super Ball, he's a hoot and a half. Oh yeah, and check out this key knickknack I picked up from the gibbering realm of skittering ingestion.
Is that the dark dimensional destroyer that Norrington was yammering about?
Only one way to find out. Let's blast the bejeebus out of something from the dark dimension.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Canonic Destroyer.
Hey, tentacles! Unholy this!
I am the Conning Tower robot. Please give my instructions to everybody.
Unholy this?
I heard it in a video game.
DNA sample received. Processing. DNA sample insufficient to commence cloning process. Please insert complementary DNA sample to continue. Complementary DNA sample received. Exemplar clone being prepared in pod 0001.
Come on, come on!
Patience, Max. The human genome is an insanely complicated strand of proteins containing nearly a gigabyte of raw data. Even the most sophisticated computers in the world would take weeks.
Clone complete.
You did it!
Yeah!
Clear a path, boys. Mama Bosco's about to make a long overdue return to the land of the living. All right, fellas, open her up. Well, what do you think?
Considering how much of your son's DNA is in there, I'd say you got off easy.
Yeah, you could have ended up with a beard, or a beer gut, or a head full of wacky conspiracy theories. Whee!
So, Mama B.
Can't talk now, guys. I'm trying to figure out a way to get up to the control center. It's the only way we'll be able to stop the clones.
That platform looks like a target-rich environment. Now, what should I shoot first?
Why'd you do that?
Sometimes you just gotta shoot out a few lights.
Dead light bulb detected in clone control spotlight. Please alert maintenance engineer.
Show off.
Now, Max, just because the good Lord didn't bless you with 6 arms and vice-like claws.
Not yet, anyway.
I'd better not. I'll probably need that to take control of the clones. Hey Max, watch this.
Nice shot!
Thanks. It turns out the secret is aiming.
Aiming. Never heard of it. Is it a lost secret of the ancient Orient?
Malfunction detected in clone control console unit. Please send technician.
That's the most work I've seen Stinky do in years.
Yeah, she must be enthralled.
Teleportation.
Hey, Mama B. Want to be disassembled at the quantum level, then reassembled about 40 meters to the left?
You know it, baby.
But how?
You haven't figured it out yet? Wow, for a mastermind, you sure are clueless.
Oh, it matters not. Neither you nor your unwitting pawn of a scientist will be able to stop the master from achieving his dread goals.
What's her problem?
We're pretty sure she's enthralled, but with Stinky it's hard to tell. Mama Bosco, would you mind activating your override so we can take control of these clones?
My pleasure.
Fools! You'll never defeat the master!
Sam, we've got company!
You see? Your cause is lost! The master will take your toys and...
Sorry, I haven't been able to cold cock anyone for a long time, and she was really getting on my nerves.
After the mind-numbing terror is over, you gotta teach me that move.
And me. But first, let's deal with these clones. Go to the toy box.
That seems to have gotten their attention.
I guess it's time to play Follow the Clones.
You guys go on ahead and give that master a knee to the groin for me. Getting dog hair all up in my cloning tanks.
Once this case is over, we should really look into fixing the DeSoto.
Hey, look, Sam! All your Dogglegangers are heading into that warehouse, and my ears are doing that weird sparky thing.
The toy box must be in there. We'd better sneak in and grab it before the master's plan comes to fruition.
You know, I can't remember the last time one of my plans came to fruition.
It's cute when you pretend you know what words mean, Max.
Sam? Stand back, Sam! I'll send those Dogglegangers right into the harbor.
I don't think so.
Who said that?
Hello, folks.
What was that?
Unless I miss my guess, the mysterious master is none other than your little dark dimensional puppet.
I knew it was evil!
Well, thankfully, like all evil dummies, Charlie's pretty much helpless without a host body.
Am I, Sam?
Am I?
Samar! Cesarum!
Kill it with fire, Max!
On it! Darn.
Yank the cord! Yank the cord!
Oh, Sam. Oh, I just had the most ridiculous dream. Stinky was making out with a giant cockroach. Then an evil ventriloquist dummy knocked us out and...
Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Charlie Hotep Show!
Oh, that's way more naked Sam flesh than I'm comfortable with.
We got a great show for you tonight, ladies and germs. For our first act, our lovely and talented army of Dogglegangers will sing and dance their way into your souls with their dimension-shattering rendition of that oldie but goodie, Skim. And for our second act, well, there won't really be a second act for most of you, since you'll be too busy screaming and gouging your eyes out after your pathetic reality is subsumed by the glories of the dark dimension. But you won't want to miss our spectacular finale when the great and terrible Junior makes his long-awaited return, lovingly slips me onto one of his tentacles of anguish and plays with me!
Not if my as-yet unexplained psychic powers have anything to... Hey, where'd my toys go?
Looking for these? Let's have a big Dark Dimension round of applause for Sam and Max, without whom tonight's apocalyptic conjuring wouldn't be possible.
I feel so violated.
And now, on with the show!
Hang on, Sam, I'm coming to get you! Hang on, Sam, I'm coming to get you! Try not to end the world or anything! Lady Liberty, America's Nightlight. July IVMDCCX. What is this, Canadian? Yeah, she's pretty, but I have a standing rule against dating anyone who can use me to dig boogers out of their nose. More tentacles? Jeez, those things must have one hell of a union.
Hey, there's no attic in the Statue of Liberty.
What's that? You say you can't move? Of course you can't, you big dummy! You're my slave, my pawn, my... Oh, what's the word? Puppet!
Ah, very ironic.
Oh, ain't that sweet? You're still struggling. Oh, ain't that sweet? You're still struggling. What's this? My enthralled man puppy has something to say. What do you say, boys and girls? Do you want to see my amazing talking to a stupid mutt while playing the piano and ushering in the end of the world trick?
Yes.
Alrighty then. Finale shot. So, buddy, what's on your mind?
What in the name of Kubrick's beard groomer is that unholy abomination?
That's Junior, youngest of the Elder Gods. When the walls tumble, he'll reign supreme over the darkness, and I'll be his favorite toy again, just like it was in the before time.
Ha! Junior hated you, Charlie. He used to call you Creepy Charlie.
You what? Creepy?
I'll give you, creepy old man! Ah, that was fun. And now, back to tonight's featured entertainment.
Nicely done, Sam. If you want to change the music again, just gesture in the general direction of the piano, and I'll do the rest.
I've been slapped up in the air enough times by Sam to know that I'm never getting past those guys. Whee! Oh!
You pathetic fool! Junior never played with you. He hated you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
Boy, oh boy, I needed that!
Darkness, eternal darkness, Camstorni crispa, Mishorna fle, Explanatory,
Woo-hoo-hoo! Aha! Take that, elder dorks!
You think you're winning? Every time you change the music, you bring your world one step closer to annihilation! Who loves you, Junior?
Junior? Charlie knows nothing about Junior. Nothing!
Had enough, old man?
Hi-ho, tentacles! Away!
Max, free me and we'll...
Yeah. First I gotta shoot a dummy with a robot.
Max, don't!
Hey!
Get back into the toy box where you belong, Charlie. You'll never be Junior's favorite.
Looks like the crowd's had just about enough of your guff pops. What do you say, everyone? You heard him, Krusty.
I am the climb-powered robot. Please give my instruction to everybody.
Let's all give a big hand for Yoxagon's death scene, everyone! It looks like everything's about to go kablooey, so if you'll excuse me, I'll just ascend into the firmament and get ready to meet the end of the world!
That didn't go well.
What are we gonna do now, Sam? Without my cool psychic toys, I'm as useless as a sprinkler in a squid farm.
Useless? I think not.
Dr. Norrington?
Max, listen. The power is within you.
Sam? What's happening?
I think Norrington's just unlocked your total psychic potential.
Cool.
Either that or your head's about to explode. Either way, you should probably aim for the dummy.
Will do.
Godspeed, John Glenn.
All right, Cedar Face, let's finish this thing! Braino El Braino!
I'll fight!
Oh, great. Now I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head all night.
Is everyone having fun yet?
Ignaris tali mind bled crevissi actiforn.
What was that?
Now you will be able to pluck images from the minds around you. Use them to defeat Charlie Hotep.
No problemo.
They gave us one back!
Tongues of flame, Kirasnar.
Friends, preserve us, whatever shall I do? Oh, I know. What a maroon!
Eternal darkness, eternal darkness.
Eternal darkness, eternal darkness, come stormy breeze by.
All for you, Junior! All for you!
Let's see how you like a taste of eternal darkness, termite brain. Whoa, that's pretty black.
Hey, that's a neat trick. Let me show you mine. I call it, I'd rather light a candle and curse the darkness. Negero sponfa! This is my apocalypse, and it freaks me out!
Dar Charlie Hotep, Dar Charlie Hotep.
Ha! Do you think you can beat yourself? Wait. Let me rephrase that.
What a poltroon! You think I wouldn't have planned for that? Form up the Destroyer!
I am the chronic powered robot. Please fight me.
Ouch!
Junior despised you, Charlie.
I am the chronic powered robot. Please shut up and die.
Ah, donkey ears.
Close your eyes, Max!
Why? This is really cool!
Hey, you're right!
Junior! Don't put me back in the box! I love you!
Jeez, Charlie, have a little dignity.
Why won't you play with me?
Good job, Max! Max?
Just a minute, Sam.
Max! Little buddy?
What? I thought we were doing a thing here.
Max, you're alive!
Yep, that icky demon seed must have broken my fall.
What ridiculous luck!
Says you. I think I swallowed some of that dark dimensional demon yolk. Ugh.
Did it taste like chicken?
No. It was more like,
The succulent goodness of the damned! Not funny, Max.
I wasn't trying to be funny. If I was, I'd say something like, how do you keep an idiot in... Oh, I don't feel so good, Sam.
hang on, little buddy. I'll go get you some soda crackers and lukewarm pork.
This is so cool!
Dr. Norrington, you gotta help me with Max. Holy H.P. Lovecraft spinning through the 13 abyssal planes on a propane grill!
Congratulations, my friends. Thanks to your valiant efforts, Sam and Max have eliminated the scourge of the Devil's Toy Box once and for all. But at what cost?
Well, this is new.
When next we meet, the fate of Sam, Max, reality, and perhaps your very sanity will rest in your trembling hands in the concluding chapter of The Devil's Playhouse.
What? Sal? Sal? Sal?